You've gotta know that nothing lasts forever.
Guys, welcome back to the workshop. Today we have a real treat for you, all the way from China, no expense, well, spent, quite frankly. I bring you the Sannce, whatever, HD digital video recorder CCTV system. I think this might be a treat especial. Right, let's get it out the box. Right, quick, fast, in a hurry. Yeah. Wow, that feels cheap. Bit rattly too. Oh, look at that. Yeah, not too bad. Let's crack it open. See what's inside. So, to get this thing open, we have 4 screws, 2 on either side. And the top just slides off. This is actually some sort of mild steel, just bent and sprayed. They've done quite a nice job of spraying that though. They've just missed part here, but apart from that, yeah, not too bad. I should mention that this whole system, including 4 external cameras, cost us the grand total of £64, including delivery. You'll also note there is no hard disk involved. You have to supply your own hard drive. I have luckily a 2 terabyte hard disk that's been barely used since new, so that's going to go in there. There's actually not much going on in here. We'll pull the board out in a second, have a closer look at it. Get these connectors out of the way. And a lot of these are just computer style connectors. Little battery there for the CMOS, big hairy processor. Obviously there's a bit of video processing going on, but yeah, not too bad. Everything's nicely laid out, and yeah, it doesn't look to have too much shmoo all over the board. Rigidly held down. The inside of the metal is sharp, but not excessively so. I'm quite impressed for 60 quid. We get some other little bits and pieces in here. You get some rubber feet to stick on. Should have done this first. You get a sticker. Security notice. Sannce. 24-hour video surveillance. I'm not sure if that's a warning or an invitation because it's so crappy. An instruction manual in Chinglish. Quick operation guide. Log into system by inputting username. The default password null. Well, that will need changing straight away, but it is quite a nice user guide. Lots of pictures. We've done a few of these, so we should be all right. Let's get the board out and we'll have a look. So, I'm actually really impressed. There is a really nice design feature here. I can't believe this is 60 quid. I've seen more expensive ones which were far worse in construction than this. So we've got the 4 screws out. Sorry, the board's now loose. So we had 4 screws in the board here holding the board in. And I thought that was it initially. But on the back side of it, where the 200-pound gorilla connects with it, you have screws holding these flush to the metalwork and the audio jacks and the VGA jacks. So that means that hopefully you get a 200-pound gorilla installer ramming these connectors on with their ham-fistedness. And I've seen other ones where these connectors flex, and if you look at the inside, these break off the board and cause intermittent connections. So yeah, really impressed with this. The board itself is just as nice out as it was in. There's no... Sometimes you get stuff cheaply produced in China and there's just all manner of shmoo on the board, and this there's a film but nothing nothing bad. The soldering is very, very good. There's no stray components. Everything looks like it's soldered correctly. There's no burn marks on the board. Everything's been trimmed off as well, nice and short. There's no long leads on there. So yeah, really good job. They've actually used decent connectors as well. Interesting that they can make this for that price point. Well, we'll get her put back together and see how she chooches. Okay, so we've got the hard drive installed now and everything's in there. There's some really nice features on this. It just keeps getting better. So the hard drive, you don't have to put the screws all the way in. What you do is you put them in as loose as they can go, and then the hard drive fits into these, those screws poke through these keying holes, and then you just slide the drive home and tighten down the screws. What a lovely design. I just prefer to see them a bit flatter, but hey, it's good anyway. And these rubber feet, they're actually a foam. So this is really good because obviously the hard drive can vibrate. And without that, these things can rattle and send you round the bend, you know, quick, smart, in a hurry. So with those foam feet, hopefully that's just going to mitigate any rattles and noise coming out of it. Right, we've got it all back together, so let's put the cover on and see if it does half a turn fast and lets the smoke out. We've put it all together, excuse all the cables everywhere, just a quick throw it together type session. So, we got our power, and here's smoke in your eye. She didn't blow up. Can hear a hard disk. See if anything comes on the monitor. So we've actually got this, you can see me now, we've actually got this working through the internal, through the camera that was supplied with it. I'm just going to flick through this. Don't display the wizard again. Next. Password was null. Yeah, not really interested. Okay, we don't have any internet connectivity at the moment. This is if you want to install the app. Not really that interested. So what I want to see is how clear that image is. God help you. This is through the CCTV system live on the monitor. Not too bad. Not too bad at all. Excuse my ugly face. But it's up and running. So the next thing we've got to do now is install it. As you can see, it's an 8-camera DVR. Tells you the statistics here about what's going on with it. We should be able to get into the main menu to set everything up from here. This is actually a fairly generic menu. Pretty much all of the Chinese DVRs come with exactly the same software on. But yeah, not too bad. Certainly works anyway. And the quality of the cameras isn't as bad as what I was expecting. Happy days. Win-win.